What's good, Clan Kings? Back at it, going another video, another W banger, another W action, you feel me? And this time we're gonna be reacting to Snapchat Gangsters Get a Reality Check. Now, hey, this sounds really interesting, you feel me? It sounds like these two wannabe Snapchat gangsters got a dose of real life, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, make sure y'all go check out my other content. I make W bangers for real, so make sure y'all go run that up for me. And hey, no more talking, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, run it up for me, and let's go, see what's up.
In February of 2020, Gavin Smith and Ashton Riggs were both arrested for the murder of Trent Ford in Jacksonville, Florida. The suspects were put into separate interrogation rooms, and the detectives decide to interview Gavin first to see what he has to say.
Okay.
I guess we're kind of just trying to piece together kind of what happened. And I'm going to tell you, like I told, we've interviewed 10 people so far, and we're just, everybody sees something different, just like
Do y'all think they're gonna hold it down?
tell everybody the same thing. Dave and I, we go somewhere, and all three of us go somewhere, and if something happens, what you see, what I see, what David sees, it's gonna be a little bit similar, but we're gonna have our own version of it, you know? So we're just trying to get, basically, we got this big picture of things that we're trying to piece together. And it's just because the way our mind processes things, you know, you might see something I didn't see. David might see something neither one of us saw. And that's kind of what we're finding out. But it takes everybody.
You know he's nervous, bruh.
Effort to kind of get
like, it's not funny,
picture of what happened, what took place. And
Gavin begins to tell his side of the story.
He's clowns,
Gavin,
bro.
Ashton picked him up in his car, and together they drove to Ashton's home. On the way, they came across Trent and a group of his friends.
I'm not exactly sure how many people it was, but there was a bunch of kids walking down the street. It was like three or four big black kids, and like two white, and at least two white people. And then he kept going, then turned around, and then he came and then he stopped, unlocked the door, and the big black kid came in, opened up the door, and punched me in the face right here.
Or can you lift your hair up so I can see if you have any marks or anything?
My nose was bleeding earlier, and it was like...
He might be capping, but hey,
it was like right
we don't
here.
give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
Yeah, right there. And then...
So, which guy opened the door? Do you remember?
I don't know his name. I've never seen him before, ever.
Was he dark, light?
He was dark. Like not like super dark, but like it was a little bit light skinned, like kind of dark. And
Bro,
he
he killing me with the description, bro. He killing me with that description.
You remember about all the ones?
He was pretty tall. But he opened the door, and as soon as he opened the door, he stuck me in the face, and he stuck me in the face. I went like that, like it is like the center console, and it was like right here, like in his lap, and I had reached over and grabbed it, and took it, and I just pointed at him and pulled the trigger. And as soon as I pulled the trigger, I dropped the gun, and they was like, "Okay, you got that, you got that, you got that."
Gavin confesses almost immediately to taking Trent's life. Gavin claims that Trent was with a group of people, and Trent assaulted him first. At this point, the detectives have a suspicion that it was more than just a case of self-defense. Was it in fact a robbery and Gavin was defending himself? Or is there more to this story?
There's definitely more. Come on now.
It was black, and it looked kind of like your gun, but it was like small, and it was
talking about a pistol.
Yeah, it was smaller, and it was like less like square, like rectangular.
What's he even saying?
Revolver.
It wasn't a revolver.
Okay. So it's like a semi-automatic.
But as soon as I seen that, I went to go grab it because that's like the only thing I can think of to do, because there's a bunch of people outside and try to jump me, so I ran and I grabbed that and I shot him. shot either at him or him.
He happy as hell saying that. You could hear in his voice.
Well, so are you right or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
So you grab it with your right hand,
Yes, sir.
and then you remember how you're aiming, or did you
I grabbed it and I went like that.
Bro, I just hate how he has his hands in his jacket the whole time. Like, stop being such a little bitch, bro.
I grabbed it and I just didn't point it out or anything. I just grabbed it like that and then tossed it on the floor.
Okay. So, and this is nothing against you. I mean, obviously it's a very heated situation. Sometimes we just make a mistake or whatever and forget details or whatnot. But after speaking with people, did you take the gun back and give it to, what's his name? Ash?
Mm-hmm. But Ashton had guns, that he had bought from people and stuff. That's another reason I didn't want to be over there, because he had guns that he had bought.
Where did he have the guns?
That I honestly don't know, because after that happened, he had grabbed them and was like, "Oh, we gotta get rid of the guns." And he started putting them in his bag and like ran off. And I was still in the room talking to my dad on the phone.
Y'all slipped up.
So when I was running back, because I guess they had heard the shot and they were running outside. Like they were all running outside towards them. And I was running back to the house. I ran back in the house.
Hey, so in answer to Detective Murdoch's question, you're saying after you shot the gun, and you shoot at the guy that was at the door?
Mm-hmm. The one that was right at the door that just hit me in the face.
Okay.
And then I got out and then started running when I was
Which door was that?
That was the back left side door.
Behind the driver?
Yeah.
You were sitting behind him?
I was sitting in the middle, and then when the dude went to go, like they unlocked the door, I scooted over.
So,
Now, you know, everything that he's saying to this detective right here is going to go to waste, because I feel like the other guy going to slip up. Like, he going to, like, their stories is not going to corroborate each other, you know what I'm saying? But, hey.
anybody else in the vehicle besides?
No, Brian, who was talking and stuff, just like talking like he was trying to pick me up, and then he came up and I seen the kid, and then he turned around and stopped, unlocked the doors, and I was like, alright, something's up.
Mm-hmm.
I knew something was up. My dad had told me, like, you need to stop hanging around him. He's gonna get you in trouble. You're not supposed to be around him. And I sat down and talked to him. I was like, alright, bro. I'm gonna stop hanging out with him. And but I had to sell my stuff there. I didn't want to straight up just tell Ashton, but I don't want to talk to you anymore.
You're trying to be a good friend and not hurt people's feelings, I guess. Is that right?
I was going over there. I was just trying to chill out. I was just trying to get the rest of my clothes, put them in my bag, and then go back.
Okay, that's the bag that you had with you. What is that in there? Is it a white hoodie?
Yeah, the white hoodie. That's the one I was wearing at first,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the one I was picking up.
Okay.
And then there's a black shirt, I think, in there. That, like, I'm pretty sure I put the black shirt in there.
So the white hoodie that's in the backpack is what you were actually wearing when all this happened. You were wearing that.
Yeah.
Okay. So your plan, I guess what I'm hearing, you tell me if I'm wrong, okay? Your plan was to go over there and get your stuff and then get a ride back to your dad's, is that right? Did I get that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so while you're over there or sometime, so that's about 3:30, they pick you up and then you head back to the house.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're talking around 4 o'clock or what, thereabouts?
And then he had sent telling me a couple days ago, but I didn't open it.
Mm-hmm.
And I opened it, like, yo, I was like, yo, you trying to hang out and take me back to my house?
Okay.
And then they were like, yeah, bro, where you at? I said, Spring Lakes. He said, oh, shit, I'm right down the road.
So has he ever been over to the house before?
I guess, but he's been over there before I even moved again.
I got you. Okay. Where's the Xanax bars come into this whole thing?
The next bar was he said that he has some. He was like, yeah, bro, you want to buy some of these? Like, no. I don't want to buy. And then, yes, like Ashton was trying to sell them, trying to sell his Xanax bars to okay, trying to make money or whatever. And then that's another reason I didn't want to do it. They were all trying to trying to sell weed and sell pills and stuff.
Well, I saw all this stuff, man. I saw all of it.
You know, I be a part of it. I'm not trying to get caught up for drug dealing. I'm on probation.
What are you on probation?
Resisting arrest.
Damn.
Well, you've been very cooperative tonight, and we appreciate it. I promise you that. It's just like, but we really want to get to the bottom of this. We want to know what happened 100%. You know, and I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I don't think you're giving us the whole scoop. And the reason why is because everybody's stories are kind of lining up on both sides except for yours.
Damn.
You know? So what, you hang on to a gun, you take it back there, you know, Ashton grabs it from you, puts it with the rest of the guns he has. We have 25 people or 30 people out there with flashlights. I don't know if you saw them, they brought out big ass floodlights.
You know what I'm saying?
We're bringing the daylight to the night. Mm-hmm. You know, we've got canines sent, all that.
There was a whole manhunt out there.
We're gonna find it.
They did after they heard the gunshots, they ran down the road with ski masks.
Why were they running down the road with ski masks?
Because they were outside and they heard it and they were like, what the? And then they put the ski masks on, so they were running down there trying to help me. And I was like, just go, just go, just go.
So they always carry ski masks with them?
I guess, I don't know. But I was like, there was a car that was passing right when it happened. Like, you can find those people. I jumped out, nothing on my face. Nothing on my face. Jumped out and started running back.
That's after you shot him.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's no gun found in there. Alright.
The detectives want to know what part Ashton played in the shooting. They know he didn't pull the trigger, but if he helped dispose of the weapon, he could be charged with being an accessory to the crime.
That is the last thing you're thinking about, is ditching a gun when your best friends die. They're not even, you threw it on the floorboard, it's nowhere in the vehicle.
I just think give me the gun, because I still had it in my hand. I didn't drop it. I just didn't want to get Ashton in trouble. Ashton said, give me the gun.
I'm gonna tell you what, we're gonna do. This is about you and your life.
Facts.
Because Ashton doesn't think he's gonna come in here and he thinks it's gonna be all hard. You guys aren't thug life, bro. I know you don't.
Damn.
So we're here. This is your opportunity. Get this out on the table. Because I guarantee you,
Tell him.
Ashton's not going to come in here and drive a bus over you. There's going to be a steamroller. He's going to squash you like a pancake. You've got the opportunity to be there first and tell us for real legit what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what happens in here.
Alright, so we were going this way, and I seen the kids walking on this side.
This is
Bro folded, bro.
Spring Lake.
But I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He's not like
just
that.
walking down this side of the street.
This side of the street, were they coming this way or from
They were coming this way. They were walking this way. It was a few of them over here and a few of them over here, I think. And we came, the car turned around, he pulled up, he stopped. And then all the kids started coming towards the car. And then one of them came up to the door, and it was him and then one white kid behind him and some other kid opened up the door, punched him in the face, I grabbed that, shot, and I got out. And
which side did you get out?
This side. I ran out on this side, looking back at them. It looked like they were gonna like chase me. They were like, "Oh, you got that, you got that, you got that." And then I started running back, and like, "What's going on? What's going on?" I was like, "Bro, they did try to rob me or something. They did try to rob me or something." And then I handed them that gun, and then they had guns already in the house. They grabbed those and stuck them in there, and Ashton stuck them in the bag and ran in the back somewhere and hid.
The detectives need the weapon that was used to take Trent's life. Gavin claims that Ashton took all the weapons, put them in a bag, and left the scene. This is very important information that will be used when it's time to interview Ashton.
Saw Ashton run out of the house, said he was carrying some sort of bag or backpack. That's right after the shooting. He had gathered his guns and run out.
Yeah, he got all of his guns and like their weed that they were trying to sell and stuff.
You said that they're weed that they're trying to sell, but look, I'm not a narcotics investigation. You're not here for a narcotics investigation. If you sell some weed, if you sell some damn cars, I don't give a shit, man. You know, they're trying to rob you. What makes you think they're trying to rob you? Why do they think that you have money? They either think you have money or drugs.
They don't think I have money or drugs. See, these kids, they jumped Ashton when he first got out of jail at a park for no reason.
Hey, that's I don't need to cut you off, okay? But
he's slipping up. His story is crumbling, bro.
There's been this beef going on.
Yeah.
Okay? This goes way back.
As soon as Gavin mentions that there might be a possible grudge between Ashton and Trent, the detective stops him and tells him that Ashton has already told him this information. The truth is, they have yet to interview Ashton, and it's just a bluff to get Gavin to tell them the truth.
Damn. Yo, nah, that's crazy. See, y'all gotta be careful with these detectives.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, they not. I don't even know these kids. Really. Like I have no clue what they want, and that's why I don't be walking around counting that and stuff. Because if I do, I know one of them is gonna see me and it's just gonna start trouble, just like today. And they're all like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna kill you, blah blah blah. We're gonna film start blah blah blah." Just, you know, their Snapchat stories all the time.
Oh my god, bro.
With their guns and stuff. They were shooting their guns, like trying to scare us and stuff. Okay, like I don't know what they want with me, and I ask them now all the time, like, "Bro, I don't even know y'all. What do you want with me?" Because Ashton's got beef with them because he was talking shit about some kid's little brother or some shit.
It turns out the altercation was more than a robbery gone wrong. Gavin and Ashton had been arguing with Trent over Snapchat for some time.
Over Snapchat
Both
is
groups
crazy.
did their best to intimidate each other by showing off their guns and selling illegal drugs. With this information, it's time to interview Ashton.
You're the last one.
Yeah, bro gonna fold too. Or he gonna slip up. He gonna do something dumb.
We talked to everybody. We talked to, oh man, girlfriend, all guys that were in the silver truck, minus the one that was in the hospital. Gavin pretty much, I guess, told us everything. It's just, like we've been saying all night, it's like, you and I, we see something, you know, we see an incident or whatever, we see the aftermath of an incident. What you do visualize, you see when people have been alive. You might see something from a different angle that I didn't see or what happened. We're not going to sit here and try to blow smoke up here or anything like that. So we already have a good idea and everything of what's going on. Through Gavin's statements and stuff like that. So we appreciate this late in the game. You kind of, give us your side and kind of what happened.
Ashton tells the same story as Gavin. However, the detectives are more concerned with the bag of guns and Ashton's history with the other group.
I went to the room, I looked around for anything of mine, and then he was just like, come on, and she grabbed her bag, and then I grabbed her bag, and then we walked to the wood line with it. But I didn't come back without the bag. I didn't come back at all until they called my girl, and they were like, it was like Deputy Jackson, please come out. We're everybody, all of Nassau's looking for you. So then I came out and walked up and they arrested.
What do you know about the gun that was used?
And then, like I said, the only time I woke up was whenever the fight happened, and then I tried to pick him up, you know, I got hit him, and then I got scared because and then I ran, me and my girlfriend ran, and they stayed at the house.
Now, there's an incident or whatever. Do you know these people that came over there?
That came over to that guy we got in the car with?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. And who do you think it is? Just from whoever you spoke with or whoever, whatever. Because I mean, the only reason why I say that, I'm asking it that way, is because I'm just reaching for some truth on your side. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm basically, I'm not blowing smoke. I'm just trying to test the waters and say, okay, is this kid gonna really follow through with what we agreed on in the beginning, and say we're gonna kind of, yeah, they really do know what's going on, test the water. But I understand you're testing the water too. You want to know how much I know, but that doesn't really help the situation as far as your perceived notion or your perceived image of this incident that happened today. So I do have quite a bit of information, but I also have a lot of information about like a possible past history between these kids that came over there and picked up Gavin and you.
Yes. Well, as far as the kids go, that probably got the car.
Man, they're gonna be going back and forth forever, gang.
And then he hopped out on me and tried to rob me. I was trying to brag him about it, and I whooped his ass. He tried to hop out on me, and I whooped his ass. And everything was really straight. I had no more beef. Nobody was fucking with me after that. And then I went to jail for about 29 days on a pistol charge. Lost my pistol and my protection, really. And then after I got out, I didn't have no protection. I just got out of jail. I was going to try to be good. I was just going to drop all the beef I had. Because it was a 29-day period. And then they ended up jumping me the second day I got out. But at that time, I didn't care. I got my ass beat. That's not the first time. My face wasn't busted, just my head was hurt because they were kicking me. So I didn't call the cops or anything. I just left it at that. I didn't call the cops, no. And then I didn't like them kids. After that happened, so I used to be friends with one of them. I used to be friends with all of them. And they jumped me.
And it's crazy because shit like this be happening with like dudes that you was friend with. You feel me? Like, that's crazy.
Gavin's claim of self-defense didn't hold up, and he was found guilty of murder. Because he was under the age of 18 at the time the shooting took place.
15 years?
He received 15 years in prison.
That life ain't worth it, bro. I'm telling you.
1 year in jail for accessory to the crime.
And he got off lucky, though. He got off lucky.
Share your thoughts.
Alright, y'all. Hey, stay in school, stay out the streets. Y'all don't want that life, I promise you. But hey, y'all saw what them detectives did. You feel me? They was playing with them. You feel me? If you don't want that to be you, stay out the streets. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, bro. Be safe. You feel me? And I'm out.